One of the most discussed issues in our society today is the issue of justice. Many people are aggrieved, but they don't know how to get justice. While some are frustrated with the long adjournments in the court, others don't have the money to pursue justice when they feel cheated. In the middle of all of this, the Justice Court program sprang up and started showing on major television channels.
And
Look,
all of them in Lagos, all of them in Nigeria.
Listen to me.
Nobody.
When I'm talking, you keep quiet.
An arrogant customer who is not ashamed.
Pastor Donald, why are you not picking my calls? Why haven't you paid the balance up till now? Telling the Honorable Court that I have not been calling him, I've not been picking his call. It's a fabricated fallacy. He did this just to debase me.
You are owing, and you are the one that is being arrogant at the same time.
A Nollywood veteran hopes to diversify into marine transportation.
Passenger boat I did not see. My money I did not see. I wanted to report him to Amadioha.
He was testing the boats, wanting the boat sink with engine.
The husband does not like the responsibilities, but he likes all the pleasures a woman has to offer.
I still believe that now. First, believe person one picking.
How you go control?
The dispute is real, and the judgment is binding. This is the Justice Court.
Thank you very much.
Now, there is no doubt that the viewers of the show find it very educative and entertaining, I must say. Yeah, your followership on the various platforms is fast rising. And one would hardly believe that the program just started airing a year ago.
Yes, please.
Tell us about the impact the Justice Court has made.
Well, so far, I'll say that most people that come to justice courts, they always get very speedy trial and they get their matter resolved on time. Justice court is an ADR process. There's alternative dispute resolution, small claim, civil courts. And it teaches the viewers, they get to know about the legal impact of every action they take. Is educative, and it gives opportunity to people that cannot afford the regular services of a lawyer or the running away from the intricacies of the traditional courts. So they come in to us.
Right, now your court sessions are held in Lagos. Are you planning on getting other areas to coming, and then have you been getting cases from other states? Are we looking to seeing how you can collaborate with states perhaps?
Right now, even though the court sits in Lagos,
Yes.
but we cover the whole of Nigeria, even outside Nigeria.
Right.
Yeah, some of the cases, we had a plaintiff that came in from Cotonou to appear before the courts, and she was able to obtain justice.
Justice is equity, and it knows no boundary. The litigants have genuine cause of action, and Judge Fumi Asaolu is ever ready to dispense justice, ensuring amicable settlement.
How come she's not been paying this man out of the profit she's making? Explain it to her. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's an act of wickedness. And she's trying to play smart. That's the impression I'm having.
She is fearless.
Don't you ever look at me straight in the eyes and say, wait.
She is firm.
I don't see this man as somebody that will kill you. All he wants is for you to just perform conjugal rights. I'm telling you.
She is hilarious. The dispute is real, and the judgment is binding. This is the Justice Court.
Today on the Justice Court, her container failed to arrive from the high seas, and now the money lender comes home to collect, by fire or by force. The plaintiff, Clementina, is suing the defendant, Ifoma, for the sum of 160,000 naira plus interest due as money lent to the defendant to buy a 40-foot container for a shop. Ifoma, the defendant, agrees she collected the money but had to use it for her house rent instead.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Clementina and Informer. Parties sworn on oath.
Thank you, Aki. Clementina Godwin.
Your Honor.
You are suing Madam Ifeoma Udom for the sum of 160,000 naira and interest of 20,000 naira.
Yes, Your Honor.
Madam Ifeoma Udom.
Yes, yes.
She's alleging that you are owing her 160,000 naira and interest of 20,000 naira.
Yes,
you are aware of that?
Yes, yes.
Clementina, what do you do for a living?
I'm a promoter, brand promoter.
Are you a licensed money lender? No. Yes. You are nodding your head. Speak
I said
up.
no.
No, all right. Madam Ifeoma.
Yes, yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
She's my customer for long. So, when they destroyed the market, so the day she came to make her hair again, so I asked her, please, if she can borrow me some money. She asked me how much, then I tell her 160. I want to use it and buy container. So, I tell her I'll pay her interest of 20,000 naira. So, when she's okay, no problem.
When was this?
It's March this year.
March this year? Okay.
Yes.
So what happened thereafter?
So when she gave me the money, something come up. Then I didn't use the money for the container. I decided to use the money to pay house rent.
That's for your residence or for the shop?
Where I live.
Clementina Godwin, the plaintiff, says the defendant did not inform her she was going to use the money as house rent.
Did she inform you that she wanted to use the money for a house rent?
No, she didn't.
She did not?
It was later on when I was like, where's my money? The container said, I did not see the container. You said, you're buying. So she was now like, she used it for house rent.
Ifeoma Udom, the defendant, plans to pay back when she collects her share of a contributory scheme.
We're in group in the market there. So we have to gather ourselves, doing all this small ajo. When you get to my turn, I will take money from
That's
there.
contribution. Everybody
Yes.
will contribute money. The two of you agreed on what the money is to be used for.
Yes.
And you ended up not using the money for that purpose. And at the time you changed your mind to use the money for something else, you did not carry her along. What do you say?
I'm just pleading her.
These are all things you should have considered before you spend the money. You should know you run into trouble.
I don't know that it's going to be this way.
You didn't have any plan to pay her back by June.
I have planned to pay her in June.
So why will you say you didn't know it was going to be this way?
I've known her for long now.
If you know her for long, does that mean you should cheat her? The law of Lagos states, unless you are a licensed money lender, with a license, you cannot charge interest on money given out. The whole transaction ordinarily would be illegal. That means even that 160,000 naira, you lose it. Because you won't have the right to even sue her. Am I making sense to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
But because I know you have your separate business and you did it in good faith, I will not allow her to bite the finger that feeds her.
Thank you.
I won't allow her to hide behind that law, not to pay back the money she's owing you.
Thank you.
But she will not pay you the interest.
Huh?
You have no right to charge for the interest, even though she agreed.
Judge Fumi's final words on the case.
Judgment for the plaintiff. Ifeoma Udom, you have to pay Clementina Godwin the sum of 160,000 naira, which you took as a loan from her. I will not award interest on the loan because of the consideration of money lenders law of Lagos State. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Another season of the Justice Court reality TV show is set to air on television as Vonex Media Production prepares to bring wholesome viewing experience to Nigerians. Theophilus Elama reports.
And at the end of the day, she gave me 300. Then
I started paying.
The setting of the show gives a real-life picture of a courtroom, complete with a sitting judge, a complainant, an accused, interpreter when necessary, bailiff, and the audience.
I had opportunity of going to some other countries and see how things are done in those countries as well. And I thought in my mind, what can be done to at least start like a crusade where people can learn, and probably that will help them to make right choices.
Nobody pays a dime. We don't collect money to attend to cases at the justice courts. And over time, we've been receiving a lot of praises from people, appreciation for what we are doing.
Producers of the show say the Justice Court is an alternative dispute resolution model aimed at delivering fair and speedy judgments in the courtroom setting. It is real both in concept and execution, dealing with real-life judicial matters. To drive home the point, a real-life case from previous seasons gives her testimony.
That this court, God has used them to help my life and the life of my children. I'm owing a lady. She borrowed me the money and I cannot pay back due to I have 3 children, no husband for 10 years. So she now brought me here. Where she's bringing me here, I was like, even if they arrest me, I can't pay the money because I don't have the money. Even if they ever put me in cell, the money will not come outside because I don't have. I've begged her for long. So immediately she brought me here. This my good auntie. I call it my mama in the house, that God will bless her for me.
Law is a social control, a social engineering, factor. It could be amoral, yes, but you will have seen here that we are fast changing the face of law.
We also experience a lot of acceptance, even within the society. Of late, even people call me from customary courts that they want to start referring cases to the justice courts on matrimonial issues because they see that we treat them very well.
So I left him because I thought maybe he would change. Like maybe he will call me and tell me that, okay, well, let's settle this thing. I'll be a change man. What do you want me to do? That's what I expected him to do.
Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Yetunde, is asking the court to compel the defendant to be responsible for the upkeep of their children.
I left him about 4 years ago because he's not responsible towards the kids, towards me and everything. It doesn't work. When I tell him that, what do you want to do? Because when we started, he told me that he graduated from Lautech University, that he's searching for a job. So I said, since I'm already established and you're searching for a job, getting a job will not be a problem. I know 1 or 2 people that will meet that will get you a job. Then we started the journey. So if I tell him, provide your CV, let me give people to get you a job, is a lie. Just tell me that, don't worry, when I'm ready. Don't worry, when I'm ready. When the mother used to tell me that, don't broadcast my son, no, when God is ready, he will do this, he will do that. He started cement business in Akute. If my husband goes to shop today, the following day, if he's coming back from that shop, he will come back with new boxer, new singlet. This is not how to do business. If you are doing this every time, you will not proceed. You are going nowhere. After like 2 months, that money finished. Nothing again. The only thing you know how to do is to just dress up, wear cap, and go out. That is it.
I met this lady around 2012-13. We got married. We did our introduction around April 24, 2014. So we started living together. I'm the one that rented the apartment. We were living there at Ijegu, Ikoton. So as time goes on, I do normally sell cement, all those building machines.
There's one thing I can get from what you have said now. When you got married, you were actually working and earning income.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Now saw her chatting with a guy. So I said, oh, What's the meaning of all this? They are changing their number. They are talking about, I want to be your date. The guy said he wanted to be his own date. Okay. So he now said, okay, she have accepted. Okay. I saw all those messages. I was fasting. I want to eat. She said she cannot cook anything. She started abusing me, and I abuse her. Honestly, she recorded this and go and play it for her mother. So my second born was 6 months. Yet when they have picked the baby from my matrimonial home to their home.
Are you referring to when she moved out of the house?
No, when she was with me. Till 4th of January. The next day after the baby clocked a year.
The plaintiff, Yetunde, left her husband 4 years ago. She alleges he was not responsible and was violent towards her. The defendant, Tijani, alleges that he caught the plaintiff flirting with another man on social media. He claims that he has never laid a finger on his wife. He also said he was providing for the family before Yetunde moved out of their matrimonial home. George Fumi wades into this matter.
You're watching TVC Breakfast. Let's get into our last discussion of the day. In less than 2 years, the Justice Court reality program has risen from being just a dream to be one of the most watched reality shows in Nigeria. Many viewers say they have learned a lot about the law and the Nigerian legal system by watching the Justice Court show, and that is helping them make better choices to stay out of trouble. There is no doubt that the Justice Court show might just be part of the social re-engineering needed in our society, and particularly the justice system. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Let me give you a clapping ovation first.
Thank you.
You are doing an amazing and a fantastic job with that show. Sometimes I sit down and be like, in fact, the question is, for the purpose of those who are watching this program, who think that show is just, let's just do a show for, is that show real, or it is just a show for like a drama?
The cases are very real.
Real cases and real-time cases.
The judgment is binding.
Wow.
Yes. They are real-life cases.
So everything we see on that show is real, for real?
As you are looking at it, that's the way it is.
I see. I wish we had time to talk about these things, because there were some of the programs, your program, I sat down to enjoy the process of some of the things, one man owing his, not providing for his wife, and things like that. They're separated. There's so many interesting cases like that. But we will look for time again. We'll have you back on the show so we can discuss other aspects as a way of enlightening the people as well, because you said ignorance before the law is no excuse anywhere. So we know that line already. So thank you so much, Judge Fumi Ashaolu, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
And thank you for what you do for the society and the people.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great.